Hello viewers, thank you very much for watching Gibbs TV. Today's video will be looking at article writing. This particular lesson will be in 4 parts. The first part will be looking at the types of article writing. The second part will be looking at step-by-step, tips for you to write an article, a research article. Then the other parts will be looking at how to retrieve an article from a dissertation or a thesis, and how to even write a research article and publish. So watch out for all those videos. But let's look at today's video, which focus on the types of article writing. All right, before you decide to write an article, you must decide the type of article you want to write in terms of the style of writing. It's very important. Okay, so basically there are 4 types of writing style that you can choose from. But note that to choose which one of the writing style to go with depends on your purpose of writing. Okay, do you want to persuade, all right, or do you want to describe a situation, or do you want to give an account of what has happened in your life? Okay, all these purposes will inform the type of writing style that you adapt. All right. So there are 4 types of writing style, and they include expository writing, descriptive writing, narrative writing, and persuasive writing. So let's look into each of these writing styles. When you talk about descriptive writing is used when you want to set a scene for your reader by giving them all the sensory information you can. All right, so here you have to describe the atmosphere, the scene, the environment, and what is happening in this piece of writing. An example of this writing style may take into account an essay about a memorable place or some sort of scene like a sunset. All right, so you need to describe what has happened and give your reader all the information that they need to know about what happened in that particular scene. It's very important. This type of writing gives the reader all of the information that they need to paint a picture in their mind about what is happening or what has happened. It's very important. Okay, so this type of writing is a descriptive writing. Other common descriptive writing style are journal writings, diary writings, and love letters. All these things are descriptive writings. The other type of writing is the expository writing style. Expository writing style is the most common writing style, and this type of writing is telling facts and information to the reader. So you need to dig into the literature, the data, to provide facts and information for the reader to understand what you want to communicate. It is very useful when you want to explain a process or give your opinion on certain topics or just pass on some knowledge. It's very important. An example of this will be a scientific journal article writing, where results are being presented to other researchers in one's field. So anytime you write an article, it's a research base, or it could be a review, or maybe a research-based article. Either way, you have to present some findings that you find in the literature or the data to your reader for them to appreciate what you want to communicate. It's very, very important. This writing style allows the reader to learn new things and also move in a logical order from one point to another. All right, so expository writing allows the reader to learn new things and also move in a logical order from one point to another. So take note of that. Other common expository writing are how to write research articles. Okay, how to write a review article, a journal article, So all these things are part of expository writing style. Or recipe, that's the most common one. If you look at recipes, you have common details, ingredients, and several other things, directions that the reader can appreciate what you want to communicate. And even with respect to scientific journal publication or article, you provide your findings, your abstracts, everything goes into it for the reader to appreciate what you want to communicate and the message you want to pass on. Very important. The next type of writing style is the narrative writing. Narrative writing is meant to tell a story, by its name, by default, narrative. Okay, you want to tell a story, what has happened, and what people needs to know. So narrative writing is meant to tell a story with an introduction, rising action, climax, falling action, and conclusion. So this style really gets the reader involved in something that has happened to someone else rather than telling them something factual. So in terms of narrative, you need not to, it is not based on data-driven, that you need to tell them to make decision based on the data or the numbers. No, it's just telling them what has happened in someone's life or maybe in your own life, storytelling. Typical example could be a memoir, maybe writing your autobiography, a novel, they're all part of narrative writing. An example of this will be an autobiography or a novel or a memoir. So this type of writing is meant to tell the details of what happened in chronological order, what happened from day one, from your birth to the current state of your doings or your endeavors. So it's very important. So this type of writing is meant to tell the details of what happened chronologically, not with facts and information. So other common narrative writing style are short stories, poetry. Okay, all these things are part of narrative writings. If you look at this, you have the long walk to freedom. That is one of the best autobiography books you should read at least once. Okay, about Nelson Mandela. And that one also is for Barack Obama. Okay, Dreams for My Father. All these things are examples of autobiography books. So they are narrative writing, they are storytelling. Telling from the beginning, from their birth to maybe the current state of what they are doing, just for readers to appreciate what has happened to them over time. Next is the persuasive writing. Persuasive writing is used when you want to try and change the viewpoint of your reader or have them take an opinion about something. Okay. So here, a writer could write a persuasive piece by taking a stand, current events, or writing a letter to the editor advocating for a cause. It's whether you write an advocacy letter, just trying to push a particular cause that you think may be beneficial to the people or to the society. All right. Or maybe it could be a policy, maybe a policy brief that is of advocacy policy brief that you want to push that agenda so that at least the people will benefit from the policy that you want them to adapt. So it's very important, especially when it comes to persuasive writing. The writer could write a persuasive piece by taking a stand on current events or writing a letter to the editor advocating for a cause. In a persuasive piece, emotions are evoked to move the reader from the initial perspective. We need to evoke emotions so that readers can follow and can also move them from the initial perspective for them to follow what you want to communicate or buying. Okay, buying. An example of this will be an editorial where the writer argues for or against a certain topic or opinions. That is, maybe people are battling with what to do, So you can take a stand and write from a scholarly point of view and analyzing it in such a way that, it will may bring up solution or it will ease the tension. Very important. In conclusion, now that you know about the 4 types of writing style, which include narrative writing, descriptive writing, persuasive writing, and expository writing, it is now time for you to pick one. Okay, the one that fits your purpose when you write an article. Sometimes you can combine 1 or 2 style depending on the purpose, what you want to write. Know that there can be several writing styles in one article. Okay, or maybe you can adapt only one for it, depending on what you want to communicate. Above all, it is important to know that having knowledge or idea about these 4 types of writing style will also improve your writing skills. So read more about these writing styles so that at least you will practice them, often, and it may improve your writing skills. Thank you very much for watching Gibbs TV, and I'll see you all in the next video.